guys, welcome to the channel, and this is another fun speed build, and it is also a challenge that was created by angeliaann. I think that's how you say it on Twitter. I believe they have a Twitch account, perhaps, but I saw this on Twitter and I was like, yes, I want to do it. It seems really fun. You know me, I'm always up for a build challenge. So so the challenge was to build a prom venue, like the perfect prom night, and you basically picked your theme based on your birthday. So I'm October, my birthday is October 20th, in case you're wondering. Just, you know, throwing it out there. But yeah, so it's like ocean theme or like underwater adventure or something. So I thought it'd be really cool to do a venue that was like right by the water in the Bay of Windenburg. I'm sure you would have seen my first attempt. It was my second attempt. So this is my third and final attempt. I wasn't getting the shape that I kind of was seeing in my head. I wanted something that was very organic and almost looked like a shell. So that's the shape I went with for this event venue. I think this is a really cool building in itself. I technically made it into a nightclub, but I think if you were to get something like the Prom mod, which is by Brit Sims Pinky Sims, I can't remember, but yeah, they have a prom mod in which you can actually create like a social event as you would for a wedding or a birthday or something like that. And the prom that you create, you basically have certain objectives, and if everything goes well, you get achievements, and in your sim you even get some moodlet for being the prom king or queen. So yeah, I think it's a really cool thing. Honestly, they should add something like that into the game itself. I think it would have been good in Parenthood. Or maybe later on down the road, we'll see another family type pack, which will include more life states or like more life experiences. That would be really cool. Or maybe even just like a stuff pack that has to do with like special events like proms and weddings and birthdays and things like that. That might be cool too, I think. But yeah, so I wanted to make like a circular shape, and I wanted the main attraction to be on the basement level, because I wanted this like pool, this fountain, this water that's surrounding the building to be seen on the basement level. So it looks like you're underwater, literally. So yeah, that was the idea of that. And creating the circular shape of the building is actually not as hard as you might think, and I followed a tutorial by Sim Symphony. She did a tutorial on how to create circle shapes in The Sims, and it's based off of graphs that are used for Minecraft, and it's pretty much the same thing because each tile is a perfect square, right? So yeah, you basically follow that. She has like a graph that you can follow depending on how big you want your circles to be, and you can just copy and paste and you're good, and it's really easy to do. So I will provide a link down below if you are interested in that. It's really cool if you haven't seen it yet. You know, it's very handy too if you want to make, you know, more interesting experimental type buildings. I really liked using these windows and doors from City Living because they look kind of like fractal, like ocean coral, I don't know. I thought it looked really cool with the water coming through. And of course I had to have the blue light up dance floor. I really like the look of these hanging chandelier lights. I think they're from Spa Day, maybe. But I ended up getting rid of them because for some reason, even when I was in live mode, I wasn't able to change the color of these lights specifically. So I don't know if it's just those lights or if I was doing something wrong, but it was just way too bright for it to be, kind of like that moody blue lighting. And there was enough light from other things that I wasn't too concerned about it being too dark. So I ended up just getting rid of that. Yeah, this is just the public bathroom. I think it's hilarious that there's way more sinks than there are toilets. But I was honestly just trying to fill up the space, to be completely honest. But just in case you ever needed more sinks, they're there. But as I said before, this was my third attempt at building this venue. And I don't say that just, to be like, oh, third attempt. But I just want to tell you guys, that because I don't want you to feel like, you see all these YouTubers who build all these amazing things and then, look at your builds and get frustrated or whatever, or, feel bad that you feel like you have to start over. Don't feel bad if you end up not liking what you build, because you can always start again and maybe use some of the ideas that you used in the first place and just in a different way, and maybe you'll like it a lot better. And that's what happened to me, and it's definitely an okay thing, and I'm pretty sure everyone does that, because sometimes things don't work out or things don't look like you want them to, but that's completely okay, and it happens to everybody. So sometimes it's just a matter of stepping away from your build and then coming back to it later, just to look at it with fresh eyes. And, you're not going to be frustrated later. You're not going to be looking at the same thing later on. So it's totally okay to either start over or to, step back and come back to it later. So, yeah. And then, so as far as what I'm doing in the build, I added some seating around the dance floor because, sometimes you get tired and you just need a little breather. So we have those there. And then up here in the front, I'm sure you saw me building the coat collection. I don't know if that's actually a thing, or because I don't go to clubs and I honestly, I didn't even go to my prom. So I'm just kind of basing this event venue off of TV and movies I've seen, and just out of my own imagination even. I didn't really see any inspiration photos. I didn't really use any reference. So this was super fun to do for me because it was just, everything was from my own mind, and it was just a really creative fun time for me. So here on the second level, which would be ground level, I guess, it is the dining area. So, all the speeches and all the actual dining would happen on this floor. I think this venue would be kind of a cool, birthday party venue, for a Sweet 16, or maybe even a wedding, if you dressed it up a little more formally. It's still a really cool venue, I think, because it's right on the water. It's right on the bay there in Windenburg. And yeah, so here I'm just adding some mood lighting with the colored spotlights. I think they're a career item that you have to unlock, but I love using them for things like this. I really wanted to use these wall decor things. I think they're from Dine Out. Yeah, I think they're from Dine Out. But they remind me so much of water, and I really love using them on feature walls like this. So I added some buffet tables and some fountains here because it is the dining area after all. On the top floor, I decided to add a photo op area because even though I didn't go to prom, I remember, or I've seen, most every prom has a photo area where you can take pictures with your friends or with your date, and just something to have for memories or whatever. But I didn't want it to be just a boring old photo studio lighting. So I added some glowy mushrooms and plants to put in the show hidden objects cheat, and it brings up some of the plants that are like alien plants, but they remind me of like something you would see under the ocean. So I thought that would be kind of cool to put around the photo area. And I also put an aquarium in there, as well as kind of have them as a feature in some of the rooms. And they all do have fish. I made sure to fill all the tanks with fish. I also tested the photo area and nothing gets in the way and you can take a picture pretty easily. So that's really cool. I think you see like the aquarium behind the sim that you're taking a picture of. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this fun event venue, and thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.